Valentine Ozigbo, who participated in the APC gubernatorial primaries in Anambra State, has described the process as fraudulent. Valentine Ozigbo was defeated by Nicholas Ukachukwu, but he has described the whole process that produced Nicholas Ukachukwu as fraudulent and heavy theft against his person and against Anambra people. Valentine Ozigbo, who took to his Twitter account to express his disappointment in the process that produced Nicholas Ukachukwu, part of his tweet reads, and I quote, "History teaches us that freedom is never freely given, it is fought for. The civil rights movement in the United States, Moses leading the children of Israel out of Egypt, Nigerians' own fight for independence from the British, all remind us that oppression always fights back before it breaks. That is what we are witnessing today. The dying kick of a system scared of change, but Anambra must change for good, and it will. Let me be clear, I am not a transactional politician. I do not seek power for its own sake. I seek it to make a difference, to restore dignity, create jobs, secure life, and light a path for the next generation. The sham of April 5th was not just a fraud against me, it was a theft against Nde Anambra. To the architect of that manipulation, I say this: the future cannot be bribed or bullied. The people are watching. History is recording." Sometimes when you look at the way our politicians easily manipulate their way into power, you may think that they are very intelligent. But the truth is, it is just how skilled our system is and how naive most of Nigerians are. That is the reason why most of our politicians are having it easily manipulating the people and manipulating the system. But naturally, they are not intelligent. Because when you look at their activities, you begin to wonder, how are they able to think something like this? For instance, when you want to contest a presidential election in Nigeria and you see someone like Kwankwaso boasting that he is going to win the election, or someone like Showere telling you that he wants to win the presidential election in Nigeria, and you begin to ask yourself a very important question: how do they want to pull this off? But you see them every election cycle coming out to contest for the election. Are they really contesting to win, or there is a hidden agenda behind their ambition? But this is not about Showere or Kwankwaso. This is about Valentine Ozigbo. Valentine Ozigbo was with Mr. Peter Obi and he worked with him during the 2023 presidential election. The 2023 presidential election was one that Labour Party made a lot of wave. Labour Party penetrated into all the nook and cranny in this country due to the wave and popularity of Mr. Peter Obi. The wave of Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party rubbed off on everyone that contested election under Labour Party in the 2023 general election. Many people, unknown politicians, won election for the first time in the history of this country. For instance, it was being reported that an Okada man won an election in Kaduna State. A 2-week-old politician won a senatorial election in Enugu State. Lagos State is an APC state, but some persons won election into the Lagos State House of Assembly under Labour Party. This is to tell you the frenzy surrounding Labour Party during the 2023 general election. As a matter of fact, if the governorship election was held on the same day as the presidential election, Labour Party would have produced many governors in Nigeria. A lot of relatively unknown politicians benefited massively from the wave of Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi. One of such politicians who was also billed to benefit from the wave of Labour Party was Valentine Ozigbo. Yes, Valentine Ozigbo, who was working with Mr. Peter Obi, was deemed fit as the man who was going to displace Governor Soludo as Anambra State Governor. The popularity of Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party made him a suitable candidate to win the Anambra State gubernatorial election. But after the 2023 presidential election, Labour Party was rocked with internal political and leadership crisis, which forced a lot of people that won the election under Mr. Peter Obi to decamp to the APC. Valentine Ozigbo was one of those that viewed the Labour Party as a party that is being rocked with political crisis. So he decided to jump ship and he joined the APC. But while he was in the APC, the political crisis in the Labour Party was resolved by the Supreme Court of Nigeria, which sacked Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. Ultimately, this judgment means that Mr. Peter Obi now has the structure of the Labour Party. Barely 3 days after the Supreme Court ruling sacking Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party, The APC gubernatorial primaries was held in Awka, Anambra State, and that primary produced Nicholas Ukachukwu as the APC gubernatorial flag bearer ahead of the Anambra State 2025 gubernatorial election. Valentine Ozigbo, who saw himself as the ideal candidate to fly the APC gubernatorial ticket for Anambra State, was left annoyed, and he came out to criticize the process that produced Nicholas Ukachukwu as fraudulent and theft. But I'm not surprised by the process that produced Nicholas Ukachukwu as the Anambra State gubernatorial candidate. APC as a party is a fraudulent party. APC conduct their activities behind a book. They don't follow the process. They don't follow laid down rule. It's a party of the highest bidders. As long as you have a large war chest, you can get their presidential, gubernatorial, or any ticket in APC. We saw what happened in their 2023 presidential primaries. We saw how it was all about transactional. We saw how Bola Ahmed Tinubu secured that ticket. Valentine Ozigbo is aware of it. He saw everything that happened. As someone that was in Labour Party, he criticized the process. What exactly was he expecting from APC when he left the Labour Party and decamped to the APC? There were people on ground already in that party before he joined them. Was he expecting to override them? Was he expecting to overrule everyone and become the preferred candidate? Nicholas Ukachukwu is a seasoned politician. He has been in politics for a very, very long time, and he knows how to play behind the book. Does Valentine Ozigbo knows how to play behind the book? Does he know how to spend money around? Does he know how to buy his way through? It was very clear that that primary is going to be the primary for the highest bidders. It was very clear that that primary was going to be a transactional primary. How was he expecting to outbid Nicholas Ukachukwu? Again, the party stakeholders in Anambra State will always give the ticket to someone that will know how to play behind the book, someone that can buy that election, someone that can buy everybody in Anambra State. Can Valentine Ozigbo buy everyone in Anambra State? Nicholas Ukachukwu has the war chest. He has the pedigree to do everything, to play behind the book. APC is not willing to go by the rule to win election in Anambra State. APC want to rig election in Anambra State. In as much as we are aware that the federal government has an interest, a stake in Anambra State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will want to win Anambra State election for APC to teach Mr. Peter Obi a lesson for defeating him in Lagos State during the 2023 presidential election. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs someone that is ready to execute the plan already on ground. And I don't think Valentine Ozigbo has that pedigree. I don't think he has the heart to play behind the book, just the way Nicholas Ukachukwu will play for APC to win Anambra State election. Calling the process fraudulent and theft should not be shocking to him. This is what APC is all about. Valentine Ozigbo is aware of all of this, and I feel no pity for him. He has his biggest opportunity with the Labour Party. He has his biggest chance of becoming Anambra State governor in Labour Party, but he blew everything away because he wanted to dine with the devil. Imagine leaving the Labour Party, a party that enjoys massive support in Anambra State, especially during the 2023 general election, where Mr. Peter Obi presidential bid energized the party base. Labour Party grassroots appeal and widespread acceptance among Anambra electorate made it a strong contender for the upcoming gubernatorial election. APC as a party is not wanted in Anambra State, not just Anambra State, the whole of the 5 southeast states. Of course, you want to argue with me that APC is ruling in Imo State and Ebonyi State. How was APC able to get to those states? The Imo State election was a fraudulent election. Hope Uzodinma came fourth in that election, but the Supreme Court fraudulently awarded him as the winner of that election. Ebonyi State was a PDP state. Dave Umahi decamped to the APC, and in the 2023 general election, he rigged the election for APC in Ebonyi State. APC cannot win a free, fair, credible, transparent election in any state in Nigeria, not to talk of the 5 southeast states. Leaving the Labour Party at the height of its influence, especially with the support of Mr. Peter Obi, is the biggest political mistake of Valentine Ozigbo. Valentine Ozigbo gambled on an APC ticket that was far less viable. Even if Valentine Ozigbo has become APC flag bearer, he will not have won the election. APC will not win the election in Anambra State. And of course, the only way they can win that election is by rigging. Valentine Ozigbo missteps should serve as a cautionary tale for politicians who underestimate the value of party loyalty and timing. Most Nigerian politicians do not have loyalty. Most Nigerian politicians don't have ideology. They don't concern themselves about building a party. They don't concern themselves about growth. All they care about is to win election. That's the reason why you keep seeing them cross-carpeting from one political party to the other. As one that served with Mr. Peter Obi, Valentine Ozigbo should have known best. He should have an ideology. The same way Mr. Peter Obi had an ideology. Peter Obi was in PDP. He knew that his ideology will not align with the PDP. He knew that he cannot compete with the money bags in the PDP. Then he decided to join a political party. He joined a relatively unknown Labour Party, a party that has not been known at the national level. Joining Labour Party was not just a mistake. Labour Party represents Mr. Peter Obi's ideas and ideology. Labour Party stands for what Mr. Peter Obi wants to build for Nigeria. Moving Nigeria from consumption to production aligns with Labour Party ideology. And he was able to build Labour Party from the scratch. Labour Party today is now a national party. Most politicians want to contest under Labour Party. How do you move from Labour Party to APC? They do not align at all. Their ideology, their mission, their vision is a huge disparity. If Mr. Peter Obi is someone that is desperate to win election, if Mr. Peter Obi is someone with that ideology, he would have dumped the Labour Party to any political party when the Labour Party was having their internal crisis. But he stayed back and is benefiting hugely from his patience. I wish all politicians will have the same patience that Mr. Peter Obi had with the Labour Party, especially Valentine Ozigbo. Well, maybe he can come back to the Labour Party. The party is always open to welcome him back. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.